Normally, this time is a celebration of cricket across India. We're traveling around everywhere, seeing some lovely games, but it's not a great day in the history of the tournament today. And I'm just hoping that this too shall pass and we will get a wonderful game back in Delhi between two teams that actually play well against each other. I'm talking of the land I was born in, the land that I work in. I'm talking Hyderabad versus Mumbai. And at the moment, they've just started separating away from each other. They both had their issues at the start, but Mumbai have enjoyed leaving Chennai and coming to Delhi, whereas Hyderabad have just started getting weighed under more and more with their problems. Let's look at Hyderabad first. It didn't start very well for them because Kane Williamson came late. Then they suffered injuries, the odd injury to Bhuvi. Natarajan went out of the tournament. Didn't quite enjoy some of the slower surfaces. Warner struggled to get going or was deciding whether to be the aggressor or to be the sheet anchor down the line. Their old problems with the middle order continued to surface. Then Williamson comes in. It looks all right, but now the home bowling isn't doing too well. There's a hole in the middle order. They need somebody else in that middle order to provide some support. Maybe Holder, maybe Nabi. Now what do you do? And that led to the unprecedented, unimaginable situation of Hyderabad leaving out Warner. I mean, if you spend enough time in sport, you think you've seen it all. But to me, Hyderabad and Warner were synonymous. And as Tom Moody said, not surprised that Warner was disappointed. And I think that just added to the air swirling around Hyderabad. And I think everybody who desires well of Hyderabad will be looking now to see how they recover from this Warner situation, from the Natarajan situation, and whether they're able to lift themselves up. More of that in just a minute. But what about Mumbai? You remember we said when Mumbai go to Chennai, it's one place they don't want to go to. We said it's a stop Mumbai kind of draw, having to play in Chennai and Delhi. Luckily for them, Delhi's been different. But they've had their issues too. Biggest of them all has been the inability of the two Pandya brothers to either bowl or to create an impact with the ball. Occasionally, in a couple of games, Krunal Pandya did very well, but the fact that Hardik Pandya is not bowling and that the other overseas seamer hasn't really settled in. They've tried Marco Jansen, they tried Nathan Coulter-Nile, they tried Adam Milne. Now they've gone back to Dhawal Kulkarni. So their formula is struggling. This is under pressure. There isn't the same amount of swing for Trent Boult. So he's not providing them the wickets at the start that they wanted. And they found that solid mid-over score of Ishan Kishan and Surya Kumar Yadav had started to stumble a little bit. Ishan Kishan left out of the side. Surya Kumar Yadav looking so pretty. He just got to put his hand in his pocket, take out a big note, buy something, and then find that was the only note that he had. There's nothing else. So he's coming out with his lovely little cameos. Rohit Sharma, slight hit and miss. So what started working for Mumbai? As soon as they went to Delhi, they found that Quinton de Kock got back into form, and most dramatically for them, Kieron Pollard began winning them the games. And to me, Mumbai versus Hyderabad is a contest between two outstanding match winners on either side. Kieron Pollard, Rashid Khan. What a contest it will be. Let's look at Kieron Pollard's numbers first. Because if you look at what he's been doing since 2019, among all the leading players of the world, his Basra, his batting average and strike rate combination is among the best. And it doesn't come at a strike rate of 130 and a very high batting average. It comes at a very, very good batting average of 140 and a strike rate of 170. That is probably the best combination that you can have. And Pollard, he's hit 175 sixes. He's dominating situations, and Pollard is coming back to doing what is best, which is winning games for Mumbai. What's happening with Rashid Khan at the other end? I'm afraid he's just not getting enough bowling support. And as a result, they are having the opposition teams are very content playing Rashid Khan out. Look at Rashid Khan's economy rates, around 6, but bearing no resemblance to the economy rates of everybody else. So it's almost as if Rashid Khan is bowling 4 overs in a different game and everybody else is playing a different game. So people are playing him out. What do Hyderabad want from Rashid Khan? They want those wickets in the middle overs. Because they're not getting wickets either side, teams are just playing Rashid Khan out. He's not getting as many wickets, or he's not creating the kind of impact he would if he was surrounded with other bowlers. Now here's something interesting, and this is something I'm really looking forward to. Mumbai versus Hyderabad, Kieron Pollard versus Rashid Khan, Hardik Pandya versus Rashid Khan. There is where Hyderabad will flower, because Rashid Khan's head-to-head against those two is excellent. Can Sandeep Sharma rediscover his form? His head-to-head against Rohit Sharma, against Surya Kumar Yadav is excellent. So if Hyderabad get their mojo back, if Hyderabad get their spirit back, they have traditionally had the bowlers to scuttle Mumbai a little bit. But what do Hyderabad do from here? How do they recover from the Warner situation? Do they say we are 1-6, we lost 3-1-1, lost 3 again, we're building up these streaks maybe next year and just allow themselves to get very little more? Or do all those wonderful players say, no, we're wonderful for a reason, but now we need to win 7 out of 7. We will become the most dangerous team of the tournament and we have nothing to lose. We'll come firing. From Mumbai's point of view, the next 4 games are all against teams below them. If they start by winning against Hyderabad, win those other 3, they are through. So you see, this game has a lot more at stake. It is empowered to bring interest back into the tournament after this sad break that it has had to take today, but also it is empowered to give us another good cricket match. I'm looking forward to Mumbai versus Hyderabad.